we are back to the choice. There are no multiple choices. There is only one choice, and that will determine the route. Selling cordon, there's probably a second choice to distinguish, but we're not doing them yet. We're doing Rira's route. Like I said last episode, you know, the one that was 20 minutes long, and I used the excuse that I didn't want to do Rira's route in the same episode because I'm lazy. I mean, anyway, let's just get into Rira's route, shall we? Now I know that Rira and Richa carry over their routes if you choose them, so I'm not going to be surprised this time, unlike with Richa. I'll take you home, Rira.
シエルちゃんとコロンちゃんは2人で一緒に帰る？はい、そうします。それじゃあ塩宮先輩は
I'm sure she'll be fine.
私は一人でも大丈夫だよ。何言ってるの？リシェちゃんは私と一緒に帰りましょう。はい、千里さんお願いします。それと店長さん、リラちゃんをお願いしますね。もう、リシェちゃん、そんな風にお願いしなくても大丈夫だから。
I mean, I don't know, Rira, you were pretty clingy. At the end of the last game, you did not seem to matter. You did not seem to care how many people saw.
だって私の大事なリラちゃんを任せられるのは店長さんだけだから。
You can count on me.
もう朝輝くんまで。
Vera is Rich's girlfriend and Asaki's girlfriend. Everyone knows about my relationship with Rira, and Rich is particularly worried about her. Rira looks kind of embarrassed, but she also seems happy, laughing with her cheeks all red. Oh, right. I need to wait for them to come pick up my grandma, so it might take a while. Is that okay?
朝輝くんが送ってくれるなら全然平気。
I feel like the story beats are going to be similar, right? But you won't be able to skip through them because instead of Richard, it's going to be with Rira. And that's good to hear. But we can't have your parents worrying about you.
あらあら、朝輝とリラちゃんは仲良しだったのね。いいことね。
Yeah, that we are.
はい、仲良くしてもらってます。
これからも朝輝をよろしくね。
Hopefully my mic didn't pick that up. Hearing my grandma say that is pretty embarrassing, but I'm still happy. Vera appears to feel the same way and nods, while her cheeks turn red again. After my grandma gets picked up, I close the door to the cafe and walk Vera to her place. There's excitement in the air as we hold hands, walking at the same pace.
送ってくれてありがとう、朝輝くん。
I definitely wasn't going to let you go on your own. It's no sweat, really. I say this while looking into her eyes, and Vera shyly nods. The fact that Rira cares about me makes my heart thump in my chest.
あのね、朝輝くん、お店のこと。
Well, what about it?
正式に店長さんを継ぐって決めたの、すごいなって思って。
You really think so? I thought it might have been smarter to give it a little more thought first, but clearly my feelings weren't going to change so easily, even if I took more time to think about it.
考えたら気持ちは変わってた？
Well, no. It seems like my answer has helped her get a handle on my thoughts. I blush at the idea that She can see right through me. When I realized that her understanding me better is a good thing, I squeezed her hand even more firmly than before.
だったらやっぱりすごいと思う。ちゃんと将来のこと、今から決められる朝輝くんを私は尊敬する。
There's no real reason for you to respect me or anything.
私はすごいなって思ったから。
I don't know if I can ever live up to my grandma's work, but I'm gonna do everything I can to protect Caramella.
私、朝輝くんがお店を継ぐなら、かよこさんみたいにずっとお店を守るために一緒に頑張りたい。
Having you by my side is a real confidence booster. I'm going to protect the cafe with you too. We stop with our hands still tightly intertwined, and River's face is glowing bright red. 'Rira? He diverts her gaze from mine, her face still as red as ever. What could have possibly gone wrong? I play back the words I just said to her in my head. Having you by my side is a real confidence booster. I want to protect you. I want to protect the cafe with you too. Oh. It could be interpreted as an indirect proposal, huh? Now I get why she's acting all shy.
朝輝くん、私ね、
Rira, I meant what I said. If you stay by my side, I'd be the happiest man in the world.
はい、私も朝輝くんと一緒ならこれからも頑張れるから。
We laugh as we look at each other, having expressed our most inner feelings. I feel happy and my heart is full. I still have a lot to learn, but I hope you're there when I need you most.
私も頑張るね。
We look at each other while holding hands, then laugh again. If Rira's with me, I can do anything. I believe that with all of my heart. Sorry, I talk too much, and it's getting late. We should go soon.
私の方こそ。
I squeeze her hand, then start walking again. We're taking lighter strides than before, and walking together is sheer bliss. Is this what true happiness feels like? Summer break's almost over. Thinking about it now, I was obsessed with working at Caramella the entire time.
お待たせいたしました。カルメラ特製サイフォンコーヒーお2つです。
ありがとう。これ雑誌に載ってたやつ。
香りがすごくいいわね。飲むのも楽しみ。
ありがとうございます。ごゆっくりお過ごしください。
Today is also a busy day at Caramella. Everyone is smiling and having a good time. This is the first time I've had a summer break like this. I'd be lying if I told you I'm not having fun. Only now I have something else on my mind.
朝輝くん。
Oh, Rira, is everything alright?
か
Seriously? I was trying not to let it show.
でも何かあったなら話聞くよ。
Uh,
そんなに深刻なこと？
it's more that I made a careless mistake.
なんだろう。私に手伝えることって何かある？あるなら手伝いたい。
Vera stares at me with a stern expression on her face. I could tell that she's really worried and wants to help. Actually, it's related to my homework.
宿題？
Vera seems a little surprised after I reveal the truth, but she immediately looks at me with earnest eyes.
それだったら私手伝えないかな。
Are you sure?
一緒に頑張りたいから。
Thank you. If it's fine with you, can you help me when you don't have a shift scheduled?
もちろん。
You're a real lifesaver. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And so this morning, I have Chisato take over things at the cafe. While we work on my homework together. Sorry for making you do this on your day off.
でも朝輝くんと一緒に過ごせるし、早く終わったらゆっくりできるから。
Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. Well, I'm counting on you.
でも手伝うって言ったけど、何かできることあるかな？
You had to do the math worksheet and grade it on your own, right?
結構量があって面倒だったやつ。
Did you finish everything?
一応時間はかかったけど全部やったよ。
I see. I wouldn't expect anything less of you. Actually, I thought I'd finished them all, but when I checked my answers, I noticed something missing. Turns out I hadn't even finished all the problems, let alone marked my own homework.
それ大変なんじゃ。
Mm-hmm. And so, I'm wondering if you can help me grade the parts that are done.
わかった。それなら任せて。
Thanks. In the meantime, I'm going to focus on solving these problems.
一緒に頑張ろう。
And so, I'm able to proceed with the problems while Riri helps grade them. I'm not quite sure why, but I feel like I can focus more than when I'm by myself. Riri continues to help me while I answer more and more questions. Why don't we take a break?
採点ほとんど終わったよ。
Are you serious? Thank you so much. Boy, am I glad to boy, am I glad I asked you for help.
力に慣れてるなら私もよかった。でも朝輝くん、宿題提出前に気づいてよかったね。
Yeah, seriously. I thought I'd finished everything, but I wanted to double check just in case, and that's when I found the part I missed.
そうだったんだ。私も全部終わってるけど、帰ったらもう一度確認してみようかな。
Sounds smart. I mean, it definitely can't hurt to, you know. Before I reopened Caramella, I never had a habit of double checking things.
それじゃあお店をやるようになってから？
Yeah. If I hadn't double checked my tasks, I feel uneasy. It's just hard to taught me that checking things multiple times is important.
そうだったんだ。朝輝くんのことだから前からちゃんとしてるのかと思った。
Not at all. I changed a lot about myself after I started running Caramella. I've learned how important it is to double check, and I've gotten better with time management to boot.
わかる。私も変わったことたくさんあると思う。人と話すの前よりも苦手じゃなくなったし。
You were real shy during your first interview, weren't you?
今もまだ恥ずかしい時はあるけど、カルメラで過ごしていろんな人と話せるのは楽しいって思う方が多いかな。
Kira says that with a bright smile on her face, confirming the fact that she really does enjoy working at Caramella. And simply seeing her happy makes me happy. You've really grown. I wonder if the customers have these sorts of life-changing revelations too.
あるのかな。私はあったらいいなって思う。
Same here. I'd be happy if everyone who came to Caramella left with a smile on their face and a new thing or two on their mind. Yeah, that dessert tasted really good. That's the extent that it should be. I have to work hard to do just that for them. I'm going to study and make sure I do my job properly as a manager at Caramella.
そうだね。私も一緒に頑張る。朝輝くんの手助けになれること、何かあるといいな。
Her thoughts alone give me the strength and motivation to work harder. But saying that will just embarrass her, so I remain silent. In the end, with Rura's help, I managed to finish my homework faster than expected. So we relax and hang out together. But next time, I'm thinking I should take a day off. Take a day off so that we can spend it together. You know, like on a date. The end of the long summer break begins. Brings about the start of a new semester. With summer out of the way, I start enjoying a different routine at school with Rura again. It's oddly refreshing. Summer went by in a flash, didn't it?
でも毎日ほとんど一緒だったから、学園が始まってからの方が寂しくなるかも。
Oh, you may be right. We'll have different classes, huh?
うん。でも放課後はカルメラで一緒にいられるから。
Now that I think about it, I spend my whole summer vacation at Caramella, and with the new term starting, I wonder, I probably won't be doing much of anything else. We didn't really get to go on any dates during the summer, huh? Sorry about that. Yeah, unlike Richer, where they actually at least got to go on a date.
私はそんな別に。
Well, I just thought we should have gone out somewhere nice. But with it being summer and all,
そうかもしれないけど、私は大好きな人と長い時間一緒にいられたから幸せだなって思ってる。
Vera says that while looking a little embarrassed, laughing and smiling. Her words make me happy, so I flash her a smile as well.
朝輝くんのお部屋デートも2人でゆっくりお話できて楽しいし、一緒にいられるのが一番嬉しいよ。
I see. Maybe it's better to not overthink it then. From the look on her face, I could tell that she isn't just trying to be nice. Vera looks genuinely happy, although I'm still a little worried. Well, whatever. If Vera says it's no big deal, I'll just have to make sure I don't worry too much from now on. With that said, I still want to go on an actual date with Rira. I'll be busy with my duties at Caramella, so I probably won't have much time. But I hope it can make things fun for her. Shortly after the start of the new semester, preparations for the sports festival begin. Yeah, there's the sports festival, and then the other school festival is after. After deciding on the sports festival executive committee members, the participants of the class competitions are selected and everyone begins their daily practice. I'm stressed, since I still have Caramella to worry about. But I take Nana's advice into consideration. The constant practice wears me out, but at least it feels fulfilling to some degree.
リラちゃん、お弁当ちゃんと食べないとお昼休み終わっちゃうよ。うん、大丈夫。
We're all having lunch together, but by the look of it, Vera isn't herself. She seems exhausted. Vera, you've been really tired lately. Are you okay?
あ、その体育祭の練習が毎日あるから。
Oh, I know you have work, but when you feel tired, just let me know, okay?
そうじゃなくて、
Vera looks down awkwardly, then turns to Richa for help. Silently answering her prayers, Richa gently strokes Vera's head.
リラちゃん運動が苦手だから、体育祭の練習あんまり乗り気じゃなくて。
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
みんな分かってくれてるから借り物競争に参加することになったんだけど。
In that case, you didn't have to worry about how fast you run. There's still a chance of you placing well.
でも知らない人に話しかけることになるかもしれないから緊張してしまって。
Yeah, but you've got all that Caramella training.
大丈夫だよリラちゃん。カルメラではお客様ときちんとお話できてるから。
See?
それはそうなんだけど、カルメラのお客様はメニューを見て答えてくれるから。ああ、そっか。予想外の答えが返ってくることってあんまりないもんね。大丈夫かな。走るのも苦手なのに知らない人に話しかけるなんて。
Vera looks very anxious, and her facial expressions have become stiff. I just want her to do her best. Wait. It's okay. You told me once before, remember? You said it was fun talking to a bunch of different people.
言ってたの覚えてる。
You just think about talking with people like you do at Caramella, everything will fall into place. The committee members are going to write down stuff that you can borrow anyway.
お店と同じように、できるかな。
I know you can. I see how hard you work every single day at Caramella, so I believe in you.
朝木くん、ありがとう。緊張はやっぱりすると思うけど、頑張る。
Yeah. And don't forget that you have Shinomiya and everyone else cheering you on.
そうだよ、リラちゃん。どんな内容でも私がすぐに貸せるものを出してあげるから。
Anything? Are you sure about that?
大丈夫です。リラちゃんのためなら頑張っちゃいますから。
Rich is willing to lend Vera anything in the world. Man, what a good friend.
リセちゃん、ありがとう。
Well, that's settled then. But yeah, if you ever need anything, just come straight to us. We'll do everything in our power to help you.
朝木くんとリセちゃんがいれば頑張れそう。
Even though Rira has felt anxious this entire time, she finally smiles. That very smile gives me and Richa some much needed relief. I hope she stays that way until the sports festival fucking collapses under the pressure. And so the day of the sports festival arrives. The competitions are proceeding smoothly, and Ciel and Cordon are looking good. I could tell they're popular based on the way that their classmates cheer them on.
お疲れ様、荻沢くん。3位ってすごいじゃん。
After finishing my race, I returned to my seat to find Nana calling out to me. Thanks, Kanzaki. First and second place are actually athletes, so...
その中での3位なんだからすごいよ。自信持って大丈夫なやつだって。
Really? Well, as long as it gets my class up in the rankings, I'm happy.
庭坂さんが出る競技は午後からなんだっけ？
Yeah, I think so. They said she's participating in the scavenger hunt. Okay, so she's still participating in the scavenger hunt. Asaki, instead of participating in tug of war, was in a race.
そっか。時々意地悪問題があるから、それを引かないといいね。
And Rich has probably still got the relay race, but we won't focus on her that much this time. Here's hoping I told her to come to Shinomiya, and if she ever needs to borrow anything, but...
なんだったら、私も協力するから言ってね。
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot that Nana was very antagonistic toward Rira in the last game. Will do. Thanks. Nana and I had a bit of a falling out before about Rira, but it seems that we're back to being good friends again. It turns out Rira is also good friends with Nana. Sometimes I catch them in the hallway, talking to each other and laughing. Now it looks like my realization was a bit delayed. The opposite of delayed, I guess. I feel like she's gotten a little better at talking to people since she started working at Caramella. After the morning races end without a hitch, Rira and I have lunch together. We're all preparing for the afternoon competition.
大丈夫か
It'll be fine, Rira. You know where Shionomi and I will be sitting, right?
な。わかるよ。困ったら2人のところにだよね。
Right. We're cheering you on, so good luck.
ありがとう、あさきくん。まだ緊張するけど、頑張るね。
The warm-ups have ended, and it's finally time for the afternoon competition to begin. After a couple of the races have finished, it's Rira's time to shine at the scavenger hunt. I was hoping for a CG with Rira, eating with Asaki, but Asaki. But I guess we can't have nice things. She looks incredibly nervous and is pale in the face with anxiety, even before the start of the race.
ミラちゃん、大丈夫だよ。
Mira is probably too nervous to remember where we're sitting, so Richard calls out to her loudly. She looks a bit surprised, but nods once she spots us. Finally, it's Rira's turn.
よーいスタート。
She has a slow start, but is eventually able to catch up to everyone while they're looking at their notes. She has her note out like everyone else, but looks confused.
えっと。
While I worry about what could have gone wrong, Rira looks around her surroundings. While she catches sight of me, her eyes immediately light up, and then... What? She's running toward us.
あさきくん、一緒に来て。
Me?
お願いします。
Rira grabs my hand and stares at me. I have no clue what's written on the note, but it seems she's one of the first students to find her item. With that in mind, I can't say no. Got it. Let's head to the finish line, Rira.
はい、一緒にお願いします。
We start running toward the finish line with our hands clasped. Although Rira found me first, other competitors are starting to overtake her due to their speed. She was ahead at first, but now... Rira, can you run a bit further?
あの、
Okay, then I'll pull you. I pull the nodding Rira ahead, causing her to accelerate all of a sudden.
あさきくん。
I'm here. It'll be fine. Let's just run together.
はい、頑張る。
Rira desperately tries to keep up with me. Her legs almost tangle from running so fast, but she's kicking at the ground and cutting through the wind. Oh yeah, we passed someone. Rira overtakes one person after the other, reclaiming her lead.
ミラちゃん、王子様くん、頑張って。
I don't think Rira is the one overtaking them, Asaki.
二人とも頑張れ。もうすぐゴールだよ。あ、リセちゃんと神崎さん。
Yeah, Rira. You're almost at the finish line.
大丈夫。走れます。
The loud cheering of her two friends propels her forward as she firmly grasped my hand. Oh yeah, the end's near. The end's in sight.
ゴールまでもう少し。
Then, without slowing down, the two of us keep running and while holding hands, making it through the tape that marks the finish line. Oh, it just spawned in. You know how weird this looks? It's like Asaki jumped over the tape so that Rira could run into it. You did it, Rira. You got first place.
はい、頑張ってよかった。
Rira.
疲れた。
Rira gives it her all to reach the finish line, and as soon as she gets there, she leans against me. She's desperately trying to catch her breath as I hurriedly try to prop her up. I'm so sorry. That was probably a little much.
大丈夫。それより朝輝くんがすごく速くてかっこよかった。
What? Really? I was just running as hard as I could for you.
ありがとう。
Clearly, Rira is extremely tired, but since she got first place, she's all smiles.
1位おめでとうございます。でも借り物の内容を確認させてくださいね。
Oh, by the way, what was it? She looked a little confused back there. Was I really the right choice?
これです。
Rira hands him the note, and the committee member stares at me and the paper in turn.
どうしようこれ。どう判断したらいいんだろう。
What's written on it? What's written on there?
実はこれなんだけど。
Wait. What? The note has hot guy written on it. Bro, it's not my fault that the person who wrote the note chose to add a subjective adjective. How am I supposed to respond here? Is this one of those trick questions that the committee members also having a hard time deciding? Look, all right. In Rira's eyes, you are hot. Okay, so she's not wrong.
あの
Rira, what's wrong?
朝輝くんはイケメンです。
She's so cute. Apparently unable to stop herself from shouting that out loud, Rira is now looking down in embarrassment. The participants who surround us stifle their giggles as they witness the interesting interaction between us. To be honest, this is really embarrassing.
いやまあ連れてきた人がイケメンと判断したということで合格で。
The contestant that brought the guy thinks he's hot. Yeah, okay. I know, it just looks weird to me.
というわけで1位で確定です。改めておめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Thanks.
朝輝くん、協力してくれてありがとう。
And then what was Rira's what was Rira's thing for the scavenger hunt during Richard's route? It's just Guy. I'm just glad I helped you bag first place.
朝輝くんがいてくれて本当によかった
It's kind of embarrassing to think about all this, but her saying I'm hot is a huge compliment, and I'm glad she got first place. I'm just going to enjoy the moment while it lasts. In contrast to the summer, Caramella is now at peace, without any sign of the dizzyingly busy atmosphere that permeated the cafe before. There are also a lot of familiar faces during this time.
最近は過ごしやすくなったね。うんうん。夏ほど汗かかないしね。でもまあ飲むのはアイスドリンクなんだけど。そうだけどね。あ、すいません。追加注文お願いします。
お伺いしますご注文は何にされますか
次はね。
There aren't many customers nowadays, so I've been scheduling one person per shift. It's going to be hard having someone work alone on the weekends, so I'll have to think long and hard about the schedule for the upcoming season. I'm discussing how to handle all these new changes with Chisato lately. We should figure out the season's menu as soon as we can.
そうね。あったかいメニューは増やしたいし、ドリンクも冬に向けたホットメニューがもう少し欲しいかな。でも、それよりも、朝輝くんたち、もうそろそろ定期考査の時期でしょ？
Oh shit. Bro, what's more important than that? So, I linked what but more importantly part of her previous sentence with Isaki's sentence. And okay, I don't know. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Back then, I was rotating shifts with Ciel and Cordon, who still hadn't been registered as official staff. Now that Ciel and Cordon are officially with us, it'll be easier to schedule them, I think.
昼間のシフトはパートさんたちがいるけど、問題は夕方以降よね。まあ、前回うまく回せたからなんとかなるとは思うけど。
Not to mention the fact that we need to worry about leaving enough time for everyone to study. It'd be bad if their grades drop because of their jobs.
そうね。親御さんに申し訳が立たないから、そこはみんなにも改めてちゃんと話すようにしておいた方がいいと思う。
Understood. Oh, and we should ask them if they have any new ideas for the upcoming autumn and winter menu.
まあ、それは深刻に考えすぎず、気分転換ぐらいにっていう方がいいかも。勉強もあるしね。
Right.
朝輝くんはそれに加えて、お店のいろいろもさらに学んでもらわないといけないから、覚悟しておくように。
I'll do my best.
とは言っても、さすがに定期考査中は手加減するから安心して。まずは勉強からしっかりね。
Yeah, thanks, Chisato. I can't leave everything up to Chisato, so I'm going to have to do everything I can. I've got scheduling and various tasks at the cafe to worry about, and I want to be able to do those things on my own. After I say goodbye to my goodbyes to Chisato, I head back to my room to find something that brings a smile to my face.
お疲れ様、朝輝くん。
Thanks for waiting for me. Sorry it took so long.
平気。一緒にいたかったから。
These days, Vera makes it a habit to wait for me in my room after my shifts. When I sit next to her, she leans into me with her small frame, then stares straight at me. I hug her shoulders and gaze back at her, her face creasing into a grin.
朝輝くん、ね。
The smiling Rira looks at me with embarrassment in her eyes and closes them. Her modest request overwhelms my heart with giddiness. Yeah, I know. It is so different from fucking My Clutching Cupid and Neko Para. Bro, this game won't even show kissing rights. Let alone in fucking Neko Para, where the only thing changing it from an 18 plus to an all ages is, I think I've already had this conversation. Yeah. While her eyes are closed, I bring her face close to mine and kiss her lightly a couple times. The answer was they hid the nipples. Barely. If you didn't hear me talking about this during Richard's route. When I try to release her lips, she presses them back onto mine. And when we separate at last, I chase after her mouth with my lips. We exchange multiple kisses gently, like this for a while, showing no signs of stopping.
朝輝くん。
Yeah. When she calls out my name, I press my lips against hers again, noticing that we're going deeper and harder. If we keep going, I'm going to... In order to suppress my desires, I give her one last gentle kiss and hug her tightly.
おしまい？
Yeah, let's stop here. We hold each other and lock eyes. Okay, that was a bit weird. As I release my hold on her and keep my gaze on hers, something pops into my mind. I want to stay with you longer, but is that fine? Your parents haven't said anything about you staying out late, have they? Have they?
大丈夫だよ。カルメラで働くようになってから私が変わったこと喜んでもらえてるし、
So what you're
お父さ
telling
んも
me,
お母さんも朝輝くんのことを信用してるから。
what you're saying is, I have their approval. Nice. Huh? Really? That's good to hear.
それにね、家で私が朝輝くんのことばかり話すから、いつかちゃんと会いたいって二人とも言ってくれてたよ。
What? Seriously? Well, you know, they at least have to meet the person that's gonna marry their daughter.
だからね、いつかお父さんとお母さんがいるときに朝輝くんに遊びに来てほしいな。
Sounds good. At any rate, I'm going to think about what to say to them when we meet.
楽しみにしてるね。
If Vera's parents already trust me, then thinking about it too much is probably unnecessary. By the way, what should we do today? We only have a little time left together, but is there anything specific you want to do?
どうしよう。私、朝輝くんと一緒にいられると、それだけで嬉しいから。
Vera says that with a happy expression on her face, but I feel like she said the exact same thing last time. I know she isn't lying, since I'm used to seeing her behavior and expressions, but Vera, you can be as greedy as you want. You can tell me whenever you want something. You know that, right?
でも、本当に一緒にいると、それだけで胸のところが温かい気持ちになるから。
Vera smiles while saying that, placing a hand on her chest. She's so freaking adorable like that. Still, we haven't gone on a real date yet, which has been bugging me for a while. Even though we talked about it once when the summer ended, Vera never brought it up again. Maybe she's too shy to ask. Going on a date and making her happy would be amazing, but if I don't say anything, then it'll never happen. Vera won't take the initiative.
朝輝くん、どうかした？
Vera shoots me worried looks while I'm lost in thought. When I gaze back into her eyes, I realize how much I love her. I've got to do everything I can to make her happy. Hey, Vera, what do you say we take some time off and go somewhere next weekend?
でも、普段は学園があるから、カルメラでしっかり働けるのは週末しかないのに、お休みして大丈夫？
Yeah, it's no problem. It's not just you and Shinomiya working anymore. If I just talk to everyone and swap shifts here and there shouldn't be any issues.
そっか、シエルちゃんとコロンちゃんもいるから。
Yeah, we've doubled the staff count. Yeah. So, you don't need to worry about things. And since it's almost exam season, I thought that now would be a good time to go on a date.
そういえば、そうだったね。
At long last, I managed to convince Vera to go on a date with me. I'm glad Caramella's an important place to her. The cafe's nice and all, but I want to take her somewhere else. If I push it a little more, it'll definitely happen. So I was thinking we'll go on a date. Sound good?
朝輝くんとデート？
Wait, did I read that right? Oop. I'm thinking we'll go on a date. Yeah, okay. She looks a little lost, but when she hears the word date, her face turns bright red. Man, she's cute when she's like that. Exactly. Wanna think of a place to go?
私も朝輝くんとデートしたい。
Good. Then let's think of somewhere good together.
でも、いざ行きたいところって考えると、ちょっと迷っちゃうね。
Imagine they go to the same cafe. It's hard, isn't it? Then where should we go? We rack our brains to come up with places. I pull out my phone and together we search for popular date spots. The beach. Man, now that I'm thinking about it, this is my first time going on a date, so I have no idea where to even begin.
どこかいいところある？私全然わからなくて。
Nope. To be honest, it's also my first time going on a date.
一緒だね。嬉しい。
Same here. It'll be the first time for both of us. I'm happy talking about trivial things together, so even looking at date spots on my phone is enough to fill me with joy. Oh, why don't we go shopping? We could choose something you want together.
買い物は今は特に欲しいものもないかな。
Wait. We could choose something you want together. Yeah, okay. Okay. Then we should pick a place where we can do an activity together. How about an amusement park? When I flick through the search results on my smartphone, the words amusement park show up on the screen. It's a pretty generic idea for a date, but at least I know we'll have fun.
遊園地、あんまり家族以外と行ったことないかも。
In that case, why don't we go together? Hiro, who was initially excited about my proposal, suddenly looks anxious.
でもみんなが働いてるのにお休みをもらって遊びに行くなんて本当にいいのかな。朝輝くんと遊びに行くのが嫌なんじゃなくて本当に大丈夫かなって。
I totally get how you feel. Thank you for being so considerate of everyone at Caramella.
朝輝くん、私カルメラのこともとっても大切だから。
Mira looks genuinely happy while saying that. I'm glad she thinks so highly of Caramella and our customers. Overjoyed, in fact. But if you're really worried, what do you think about discussing this with someone else? It might be good to hear someone else's opinion.
そうだね。
I'll have the new schedule worked out by tomorrow. So we can ask for everyone's opinion then. Mira loves all of her co-workers, so of course she's going to worry about them, about this sort of thing. I love how considerate and kind she is, but mentioning this to her directly might embarrass her.